What your kill count in Saber Showdown should represent you. Welcome to Saber Showdown, where everyone gets to have a saber and you swing left and right, hope that you are the Jedi that you have been chosen. You just swing left and right after you pick your saber, hopefully for the best, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You just started to learn the basic skills of Saber and you decided to change your form, maybe on your Saber, or even spend some Robux on buying another Saber. Now, you only know the basic form of swinging and blocking and maybe even kicking, and that's it. You only know how to do those things and you just swing left and right, and sometimes block their attacks whenever you need to, and maybe sometimes kick them down, and then swing left and right and lower their stamina. And yes, you have just started to learn what stamina is, and maybe now you know how the game works. So you're starting to think that, oh, this game's pretty fun. So you're starting to get good at it and start to learn more stuff about it. This is the period where you are starting to actually get good at the game. You're starting to learn and even master some of the skills you have. For example, swing blocking, or kicking, or even aerial jumping attacks, or special attacks. You're starting to learn those, and you're also starting to fight a little bit more, not just swing left and right. You're starting to actually carefully calculating your attacks, and even calculating when to block, or when to strike, or when to kick. This is the time period where you're actually getting good at the game, but you still haven't fully mastered it yet. This is the period where you're actually good or even just mastered it at the game. You are now able to carefully and precisely time your attack. You are now able to control and your fight more way more controlled. And you now also maybe even mastered how power works. And maybe you can now defeat people that is higher level than you. But of course there's still way more learning for you to do. Consider that there's a lot of secret moves in the game that you might not know, or even some just mechanics that you just do not know about. But doesn't matter, you're now good at the game and now you know how to kill people or even take 1v4s or 1v5s. This is the period where you have basically known every single mechanics in the game. And you have now officially got your own style and understand what your style in the game is. For example, you might be defending, or you might be attacking. For me, it's defending. But now you know at least what your style in the game is, and now you should be able, or even have, mastered it one of the skills in Saber Showdown, for example, attack and defense. This is the period where you are now officially a pro considered, and you can now take on a lot of people and you should not be able to be easily killed. Above 10,000 kills, you should be able to not only take down more than one player at a time, you may be able to take down people that is in the leaderboards area. You're now able to master or use every skill in the game to kill your opponent. You have now officially mastered every skill in the game, every single mechanics in the game. Your attack and defense should be precise, calculated now, and you should now have in mind of some game sense in Saber Showdown. For example, you know when an enemy is slow or when an enemy is high. You should know that, and also you should now be basically undefeatable. For example, you now know some insane and secret mechanics in the game. For example, disarms or even yaws, or aerial jumps, aka special attacks. You should now know all this, and you should also know the secret game mechanics. For example, perfect swings, half swings, ACM. You should know all that now, and you now have officially mastered the game in Saber Showdown. Now you can officially become a pro and defeat the people that is in the leaderboards or even at the top 10.